Let's start with what everybody wants to know.
Oh, God.
Trav, when's the wedding?
Shut Get this guy. I was wondering what he was going to ask.
I didn't know what was coming next.
Jason Kelce was absolutely floored when his younger brother Travis Kelce made an unexpected announcement during what was supposed to be a routine Kansas City Chiefs team meeting. The revelation about his upcoming wedding to Taylor Swift came just hours before their matchup with the Jacksonville Jaguars, turning a standard pregame briefing into one of the most talked-about moments in recent sports and entertainment history. The scene unfolded on Monday, October 6th, inside the Chiefs' conference room. What began as a typical strategic session led by head coach Andy Reid quickly transformed into something much more memorable. The atmosphere was light and jovial, with players ready to focus on the game ahead. Nobody in that room could have predicted that within minutes they would be celebrating news that would capture headlines across the nation. Travis sat comfortably between Coach Reid and his close friend and teammate Patrick Mahomes. He wore his signature casual style, sporting a classic patterned shirt. His demeanor was relaxed, yet there was something different about him that day. His smile seemed brighter than usual, and his eyes carried a spark that suggested he was holding on to something significant. Those who knew him well might have sensed that something big was coming. As Coach Reid wrapped up his discussion about game strategy and tactical adjustments for the Jacksonville game, Travis raised his hand. The gesture immediately captured everyone's attention. The room grew quiet as all eyes turned toward the star tight end. "Coach, I have a personal story to share with the team," Travis announced. His voice carried a unique blend of excitement and gravity that made it clear this was no ordinary update. Mahomes instinctively leaned forward in his seat, his curiosity piqued. Coach Reid raised his eyebrows in that knowing way of his, appearing to anticipate that something meaningful was about to be revealed. Meanwhile, hundreds of miles away in Philadelphia, Jason Kelce was watching the entire meeting unfold through a video call. The former Eagles center had been invited to join this pregame session as part of a team spirit exchange initiative. He settled in to watch what he assumed would be standard football talk. He had absolutely no idea that the next few moments would leave him completely stunned. Travis took a deep breath, his smile growing even wider. Then he delivered the news that sent shockwaves through the room. "Taylor and I have a wedding date. It's next February, right after the Super Bowl." The immediate response was silence. For a few seconds, nobody moved or spoke as the words sank in. Then the conference room exploded with energy. Cheers erupted from every corner. Applause filled the air. Mahomes broke into laughter and enthusiastically slapped Travis on the shoulder. Coach Reid, wearing a smile that suggested he had been in on the secret all along, simply nodded his approval. If you are enjoying these behind-the-scenes moments from the world of sports and entertainment, make sure to subscribe so you never miss an update on your favorite athletes and celebrities. But the most memorable reaction came from Jason Kelce, whose face appeared on the screen displaying pure shock. His expression was priceless, capturing the genuine surprise of someone who had just received completely unexpected news about his own brother. "What? Say it again," Jason shouted through the screen, his voice causing another wave of laughter to sweep through the conference room. "You picked a wedding date without telling me? I'm the one who baptized you, Travis." Travis could not contain his laughter at his brother's reaction. He tried to calm the situation down. "Calm down, Jay. You were the first person I was going to call, but I wanted to make it a little surprise." Jason, still processing the bombshell announcement, shook his head in disbelief. "Surprise? You almost made me fall off my chair. You and Taylor are getting married after the Super Bowl. That means if the Chiefs make it to the finals, you could hold up your Super Bowl ring and then wear your wedding ring in the same month. That's absolutely crazy." The room erupted in laughter once again. Mahomes jumped into the conversation with his characteristic enthusiasm. 2 rings in 1 month. That's the height of perfection. Bro. No one can beat that. Travis simply laughed along, but the genuine joy radiating from his face was impossible to miss. He went on to explain that both he and Taylor had spent considerable time carefully thinking about their wedding date. Coordinating around the demanding NFL season and Taylor's extensive Eras Tour schedule had presented significant challenges. Finding the perfect timing required extensive planning and multiple conversations. After several late-night discussions, they finally decided on Nashville, a city that held special meaning for them both. The plan was to tie the knot right after the Super Bowl, assuming the Chiefs were not playing in it or immediately following the conclusion of the season. Jason, having recovered from his initial shock, started grinning mischievously. He could not resist the opportunity to playfully tease his younger brother. "I knew it. Ever since you invited Taylor to that first game, I told my wife he's going to marry her soon. But I didn't think you would actually do it this fast." Coach Reed, typically known for his composed and serious demeanor, could not hide the rare smile spreading across his face. He turned directly to Travis with words of wisdom and encouragement. "Good job, son. But remember, before you put on your wedding suit, you have to put on your armor and go out on the field. A solid win against the Jaguars would be the best wedding gift you could give yourself." Mahomes raised his hand high in agreement, his competitive spirit shining through. "Yeah, we're going to win for love." The conference room filled once more with laughter and enthusiastic cheers. The energy in the space had completely transformed. What started as a routine football meeting had evolved into a celebration that perfectly blended professional commitment with personal joy. The announcement added an extra layer of motivation for the entire team as they prepared to face Jacksonville. Before we wrap up, if you want to stay updated on all the latest developments in this story and more exclusive sports content, hit that subscribe button now. The moment perfectly captured the unique intersection of professional sports and celebrity culture. It showcased the close bond between the Kelce brothers, the camaraderie within the Chiefs organization, and the genuine excitement surrounding one of the most talked-about relationships in recent memory. As the team prepared to take the field against the Jaguars, they carried with them not just game plans and strategies, but also the collective joy of celebrating their teammates' upcoming marriage. The combination of pursuing championship glory while supporting personal milestones created an atmosphere that would be remembered long after the final whistle blew.